गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भयनाशनं विशतां कालदण्डं तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पते नमः। कुजण्डं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीके मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं गोष्पदीकृतवारीशं वशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे लीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकीशोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्. So Ravana has now turned to Indrajit. तदस्तु रक्षोऽधिपतिर्महात्मा हनुमताक्षे निहते कुमारे मनः समाधाय सदेव कल्पं समाधिदेशेन्द्रजितं सरोष. When Hanuman had killed Akshakumara, Ravana manas samadhaya, he controlled his mind somehow, and then he called upon Indrajit, who was the equivalent of Devendra himself. Tvamastra-vichhastra-vedam varishthas surasuranam-api shokadata सुरेषु सेन्द्रेषु तदृष्टकर्मा पितामहाराधनसञ्चितास्त्रः त्वमस्त्रविच्छस्त्रविदां वरिष्ठः. त्वमस्त्रविच्छस्त्रविदां वरिष्ठः. You are a knower of all missiles, the greatest among wielders of weapons. You are such, O Indrajit, that all devas, all asuras, all of them, you give sorrow to them. Shokadata. And they have all seen Drashta Karma. They have seen what you can do. And by propitiating Brahma, you have also acquired all celestial weapons, O Indrajit. Neither the hosts of Devas nor Asuras have ever been able to make a stand against you in the battlefield. And there is none in the three worlds who can fight tirelessly like you. You are without doubt the foremost among men of intellect, and you need no protection other than the might of your own arm. You are protected by the fruits of all the austerities that you have practiced, O Indrajit. And you know, you are a knower of time and place for everything. You know when to do what and where. There is nothing that you cannot achieve in the battle by your own efforts. There is nothing that you cannot accomplish after you decide upon a course of action after taking counsel. Nor is there anyone in the three worlds who does not know about the strength or the power of your strength or the power of your missiles. Mamanurupam tapaso balam cha te parakramaschastra balam cha samyuge natvam samasadhyarana vamardhe manashramam gacchati nischidhartham. Mamanurupam tapaso balam cha. You are the equal, my equal, O Indrajit, in tapas and strength. Ravana says. In the prowess in the battlefield and in the command of celestial missiles, you are my equal. And when in the thick of battle, when I think, Indrajit, that you are there, then my mind is at ease. I know that the issue is in good hands. Indrajit, all the Kinkaras have been killed. The sons of the ministers have been killed. The 5 generals have been killed. And your dear brother Akshakumara has been killed. Whole hordes of chariots and horses and elephants and cavalry has been destroyed. But those who have gone, and I have never really put my faith in all of them. Like I have in you, O Indrajit. Match your mettle against this ape. Strike him with sudden force that you can exert. Proceed in such a way that when you come upon the foe, O Indrajit, when you come upon this ape, act in such a way that he does not lay waste your army before you release him from life. You must be sudden, you must be swift, and you must be certain. Armies cannot do anything against this ape, O Indrajit. This monkey has reduced a whole host of my army to nothingness. Those who are left over are lamenting their fate. Even Vajrayudha will be of no use against him because this fellow is faster than the wind. Wind god himself, Vayu Bhagavan himself is nowhere in comparison to the speed of this ape. And I can tell you this, you will not be able to slay him in hand-to-hand combat. Because this fellow is like fire. Keeping these things in mind, go forth, single-minded, resolved upon achieving your object, recollecting all the mantras with which you can invoke the celestial missiles, and engage the enemy in such a way that your venture is not in vain. I know it is not proper that I should be sending you on this expedition, O Indrajit. But then it is the accepted and the right thing to do for the Kshatriya, and it is in accord with the maxims of statecraft. So go forth. And remember that one indeed must, for being a great warrior, one must acquire all the celestial missiles, every kind of weapon, and a great fighter should always fight to win. Fight is not for fight's sake. Fight is to win. Having listened attentively to his father's advice, Indrajit, the heroic warrior of unconquerable spirit, who resembles the gods in his might, he got up and he walked reverentially, he did pradakshina of Ravana. Meanwhile, all the people, the other Rakshasas, seeing now Indrajit getting up for the battle, a slow applause started. Indrajit. Slow applause started. He was prosperous. He was powerful. He had eyes like lotus. And when he advanced like the tide advancing slowly and then moving swifter and swifter and swifter towards the shore on a full moon night. He got on to his chariot. His chariot was one whose speed could not be checked. It had 4 fierce animals with white fangs, which could move at the speed of the king of birds, Garuda. And like the tide moving towards the ocean, he shot towards Hanuman. And where there is Indrajit, there is magic. The rumbling of the chariots, the twanging of the bowstrings, Hanuman was pleased. Hanuman was overjoyed to hear that somebody is coming. And Indrajit advanced, bow in hand. Magic followed him, preceded him, surrounded him. The sky started turning dark. Fierce roars and shrieks of animals started resounding in the surroundings. Large numbers of Nagas, Yakshas, Siddhas, Rishis, etc. They filled the sky. And the sky was suddenly full of birds, all of them flying here and there, shrieking, crying delightfully. And the ape, he gave a roar which drowned them all in joy. And Indrajit was twanging his bow, which was like the din of thunder at the end of time. And the ape and the great Rakshasa clashed. Both possessed terrific speed and strength, and both were completely free of misgivings as to the outcome of the battle. Hanuman had swollen to a huge size, and he had immediately taken to the path of the winds. Moving with ease in the measureless track of his father, a shower of arrows from Indrajit pursuing him, he ducked in between the arrows. He was so fast that Indrajit was unable to fix an aim on him and shoot. He could only shoot in that direction. And if to make things worse, Hanuman would jump on the ground far away from him, stand in front of him, and as soon as he shot, up he was into the air again. The two, both of them possessed terrific swiftness. Both of them were experts in the art of war, and both fought a splendid fight which fascinated all creatures. Hanumato vedana rakshasontaram namarutistasya mahatmanontaram parasparam nirvishao babhuvato sametyatau deva samana vikramau Hanumato vedana rakshasontaram. Hanuman could find no gap in the Rakshasas' battle approach. He couldn't find a gap to do a thing about Indrajit. And likewise, Indrajit just could not figure out what he could do about Hanuman. Neither of them could find a single gap. Both of them found each other unconquerable. Tatastu saklakshe savihanyamane shareshu mogeshu sampatatsu jagama chinta mahati mahatma samadhi samyoga samahitatma. Indrajit realized this ape cannot be killed. The thing is, you must size your enemy. There's no point feeling great about yourself. Indrajit was not Indrajit for nothing. So he realized, this guy can't be killed. So we have to do something else. But the greatest of arrows, nothing is. He's not getting affected, he can't be killed. So what should I do? Jagama chintam mahatim mahatma. Extremely anxious about it. What did he do? Samadhi samyoga samahitatma. He went into deep meditation.